Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Is there a motion?
President, move to approve the August 11, 2025, please. Second.
Motion made and seconded. I think I didn't know that. Motion passes. Next, we have a report of board members. Yes, ma'am.
On July 31st, I attended district board retreats of the board here and branch from sessions. The collaboration and teamwork with bedrock in our district continued on this time. Recognizing the challenges and celebrating the successes that have fueled the momentum forward. On July 26th, I met with the executive leadership team as they shared information with the board members about their respective areas, giving details of future plans, successes, and challenges. On July 30th, I participated in the Raytown Summer Graduation Ceremony, where we celebrated the accomplishments of those students who persevered to obtain their high school diplomas. I was truly touched by one student in particular who walked across the stage with her baby in her arms. That said to me that she had to have a team of teachers, family, and people to really propel her to actually make it across the finish line. And that speaks volumes to our teaching staff. Oh, my mic, I'm sorry. That speaks volumes to our teaching staff and to all those who supported that young woman as she persevered to get her high school diploma after all of her classmates had actually gotten theirs in the spring. So that was very heart-touching for me. And that's it.
Mr. President, to all that are here today, I participated in Raytown's 75th birthday celebration that went on, and it had about 3 occasions to join in the celebration, but I joined in the one at Raytown High School where we had our district leaders and our city leaders kind of give us the forecast for Raytown's future moving ahead, and a lot of good food, Also, I joined the board with the executive leadership team, and what's different about, or a little bit different about this, and we met with the individual leaders who talked with us and shared their progress, their challenges, and their plans for the future growth and development of the Raytown School District. I participated in this month's Raytown Striving Hub, where not only some of the members of the district, but the city leaders and different businesses come together to collaborate efforts, helping those that are in our community move forward. And lastly, I participated too in the Raytown School Board of Directors Retreat, where we brainstormed ideas for team collaboration and ways to help our superintendent and executive leadership team get behind them to help them make sure that Raytown is one of the greatest school districts in the state of Missouri.
Mr. President, I also participated in the board retreat and leadership team. I'd just like to, commend you guys for all the work and effort that you guys have definitely put in. It's getting me very excited for this upcoming school year, and just to see exactly where, the academies are really going to land for our high schools. And so I'm very excited for this upcoming school year. Also been to a chamber luncheon. Really, we talked about a lot of security. And also, to, Josh, and you, Carl, thank you guys so much for, just making sure that we have structures in place for safety in our schools, and also in our community. But also just talk to a lot of different businesses in Raytown, how they also want to get involved with kids. I know that one member of the chamber that I talked to, they do hair, and they really wanted to, who do I talk to give out free haircuts, for the upcoming school year. And so just having those kind of conversations with those different people in this community has been very eye-opening and great.
I would like to elaborate on spaces they, I also went to the graduation that we had. So much. I went to the graduation that we participated in. It was like a beautiful thing. I had a young man that I've been mentoring that came through the court, that came through the family court that also came to Raytown that walked the stage. It was like a beautiful, beautiful expression. I would like to thank Dr. Morton Knox for bringing that to fruition and walking that path with us. It was a great, great, great thing that Raytown needed to make this possible. So I wanted to thank Dr. Morton Knox and the whole team for making that a huge, huge, huge success for this young man and his family. It had been a really, really big ride for him. He's also coming out and he's going to college. So that's even a bigger success that I contribute that to Raytown and some of the successes that we are making possible for these young people. The other thing is we got Michael Dean in here, and Michael Dean has done like a really, really big thing with Michael Watson, Gene Willis, and the GEHA with Teresa Garza. I want to piggyback off something that Mike had said last month. It was a big deal that we have done. I know they put tremendous work in, so I wanted to make sure that I said I really appreciate everything that you guys have done that really the community hasn't really seen, but I wanted to make sure while you were here that I did say I really appreciate all the work that you guys have done with GEHA, Dr. Morton Knox, and the Raytown School District. The other thing is we did go to a thing with the chamber had put on with security, and along with the things that Josh is doing with security that we are doing as a district. And I want you guys to know that I'm really, really proud to be a part of the Raytown School District. Thank you very much.
All right. Also, I just want to add a little bit to the board retreat. The word that has come up with everyone that mentioned the retreat is the word collaboration. And one of the things that we wanted to stress as a board that we need to collaborate amongst ourselves and as elected leaders and representatives of our community, of our school district, we want to make sure that we model what we're talking about. And so the thing that the board desires to get across is not only are we to collaborate, but sometimes we divide up and we become executive team, board members, staff, teachers, certified, classified, students, parents, but we're all on the same team. We're all in this together, and we need a way to express ourselves and share ideas, and with the ultimate goal of student achievement, with making sure that each one of our students, each one of our children reach their full potential, and that this community is one that's a family, one mind, and in one direction with one goal. And the only way to do that is to be able to collaborate. So one of the things that we as a board, we decided that, we don't have to agree all the time, but we can work together. We got to agree that we all want the same thing. And so, and that's what we also want our community to be mindful of as we try to represent you better. And so I was really excited about everything I heard at the retreat, the good news, the bad news, all that. It was a wonderful thing. I'm looking forward to the year working with you guys, and because I think the board has a lot to offer, very active board, and so and they're very engaged. And we have a great superintendent to take us and lead us in a way that we can achieve those goals that we have for our community, for our district. So that's the end of the board members' reports. Let's move to report of the superintendent.
Thank you, Chairman Burton, and good evening, Chairman Burton, Vice Chairman Newton, members of the Raytown Quality School District Board, and to our amazing community. Just in a few days, we will be welcoming our children back to school. It feels like just yesterday I said, have a great summer, and that has come to pass. And so I just want to say thank you to our leadership team and our leaders in our school building for providing such wonderful professional learning opportunities for our new teachers. I want to welcome our new teachers once again. I've had the opportunity to spend time with them during professional learning opportunities that have been provided and getting to know them prior to the school year getting underway. We've also had our administrative retreat with our principals, our assistant principals, and district leadership because we all need to continue to learn. And so the only way we're able to do that is when we do it as a collective body. Last Monday, we had a webinar to talk about enrollment planning where we met with Matt Cropper from Cropper GIS. I would encourage you as a community to become involved in this process as we are looking at our enrollment planning. If you have not, I encourage you to go to a website. It's called RaytownEnrollmentPlanning.com. All of the documents that we have distributed and that has been communicated with our community, as well as the webinar and other upcoming events that will engage you in this process. The next meeting will be held on September the 18th, and it is an in-person meeting. Again, September the 18th, an in-person meeting where you'll have the opportunity again to ask additional questions. If you go to RaytownEnrollmentPlanning.com, there's also a survey that would be distributed for you. Please provide your feedback. Please provide ideas and make sure that you are a partner in this work. The next event after that will be September the 24th, which will be a webinar as we continue this work. I would encourage our parents, since we are preparing for the opening of school, that if you have not done so, please make sure we enroll all of our children. We want them to be able to start on the first day with schedules and seats available for you. Our teachers and staff are eager to receive our students, and we are eager to continue to move forward. This morning, I had the opportunity to spend time with the mayor as we received a congressional resolution by Congressman Cleaver, and I was a part of that process this morning. And so I just want to say happy birthday, Raytown, number 75, and thank the mayor for the work that he does for our community. The items that are under the report for the superintendent, 8.1 and 8.2, are for informational purposes as well. But the biggest piece in there is just a reminder of the cell phone usage law. Let me remind our community that it is now law that students should not have present or visible cell phones in the classroom. Not only is it cell phones, but it's portable watches and devices as well. The only time a child should be using a device such as that is if it's directives from a teacher. Again, this is state law. So when you look at items 8.1 and 8.2 in terms of the student code of conduct, please make sure you are aware of that change. Our principals are prepared to communicate that information to you, and it will be enforced. So let's make sure that we are coming to school eager to learn, ready and prepared and focused. This concludes my part of the report from the superintendent, Chairman Burton.
We have ready to vote.
Good evening, President Burton, Board of Education, Dr. Martin Knox. This evening, we are recognizing the Wellness Center staff for their dedication to the health and well-being of students, staff, and the community of Raytown Schools. The Wellness Center is committed to being a friendly, helpful, and welcoming place for all. Additionally, staff is commended for going the extra mile by getting to know those who visit the Wellness Center and making sure that their needs are met. The community is a better place because of them, and we have a video with a little bit more about our Wellness Center.
I used to come here when I was a kid when it was the old building. It's been a part of the community because I've lived in Raytown and grew up in Raytown for 30 years. It's a big part of getting to help people feel healthier and feel better about their lives. And I really like getting to show people new things they didn't think they could do.
One of my things I always lead is we're truly a not-for-profit organization, so we're not out to just get people's money and have them sign up for membership. In fact, I tell people we don't like to see people sign up for membership and not come see us. So we have our regulars that come on a regular basis. We try to get to know names. We don't even use membership cards like most facilities do.
I like to engage with the community when I'm here. This gives me an opportunity to kind of talk to people and interact with all different types of people.
We like to engage and get to know our members, have them get to know us too, just so they feel like this is kind of a home away from home for them to work on their health and well-being.
It feels really mind-boggling to realize how many different people show up and how many different kinds of people show up. I'll also get people who are here right when it opens at 5 a.m. who are waiting 20 minutes for me to open the door. And it's awesome to see so many people want to come in and work out.
Come here and check us out. We have some members that are in their 90s, so I kind of have joked that if you want to live in your 90s, come to the Raytown Schools Wellness Center.
It's nice to be recognized by the community and the school district.
Sometimes they'll come in and be like, oh, hey Mike, we got you. Hey Bob, yeah, we got you today. You're all checked in. I mean, obviously they can choose to stop and talk to us, or we'll check in with them like, hey, how's your family? How's this going? They'll tell us they went on vacation. We've even had some members where we haven't seen them in a while, and some of our staff will notice and they'll tell Mike or I, and we'll give them a call and we'll just be like, hey, this is Jose from the Wellness Center, just checking in, seeing how you're doing. It's not always just about fitness and making them come in to work out, but it's just getting them back in their routine of doing something that's good for their mind, body, and spirit.
We just want people to come here, be able to forget about their problems, and get a nice workout in, maybe have a cup of coffee on the way out.
It doesn't matter how long it's been, you can start your fitness journey again, get back in here, and you'll find someone either to help motivate you, the staff will help motivate you. We try and check in on people when they're coming in, see how their days are doing, things like that. There's always something you can do here, even if you don't think you can yet.
I told my staff what I really envisioned them doing is making the Wellness Center feel like Cheers. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. It's a welcoming feeling to feel like someone knows you and cares and gives you a conversation every time you walk in.
They absolutely welcome people, and every time I go in for a meeting, they say, we haven't seen you here working out in a while. So they do keep us on our toes. So I would like to welcome the wellness staff up.
My bad.
Must be in.
No money.
Mr. President. Yeah, I'd like to say thank you to all the Wellness Center staff. Did a great job. Lots of people come there, but I think one example of probably how good it is I saw the mayor of Independence there the other day. Yeah, well, it's a good thing I won't tell you exactly what I asked him. What's the mayor of Independence working out here in Raytown for? I won't tell you exactly what we talked about, but you know, he likes it there. He can work out in peace and quiet, and we got a great pool and stuff. And I think Josh and your team done a great job on the updates to the Wellness Center too. So great new equipment, looks great. So everything's one of the best things we've ever done in Raytown. So
I like to say again, what you guys have done at the Wellness Center has been amazing. When I was a teacher, I used it all the time. I think that's one of the best benefits that we do give our teachers and, you know, staff, the ability to use that Wellness Center. But more importantly, you convinced my mom. My mom is one of the most difficult people if you ever met her. I love her to death. And working out and trying to be fit is one thing that she does not want to do. But ever since she met you guys and, you know, especially like Jose, she's been coming. I call her every day. Hey, did you go? She's like, yeah, of course I went. And so I just want to thank you for, you know, being the person who you are and who your staff is.
Mr. President, may I say to the wellness staff, and when you said, you know, it feels like Cheers where everybody knows your name. It's the truth, because they call me by name every time I walk in there. And I feel like, what, you know me? And I don't even come that often. But thank you for doing what you do. It's very much appreciated. And I want to thank is it Mike? For making me park straight. Well, in the handicap zone, you gave 2 lanes. It's great. I did straight else.
I want to thank you for reminding me how I don't come regularly. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
Next on the agenda is public comment, which no one signed up to make any, so we'll go on to the next agenda item. Next, we have a board committee reports. Everything from finance committee.
Yeah, we did meet today, Finance Committee, myself, Director Rick Moore and Jordan Jameson joined us. Had a great meeting with Jackie, giving us an update on upcoming budget, different items that contributed to what we have going on, and Josh as well updated us on our fund balance with our bonds from 2019. So overall, we're in really good shape. I think, and even Rick kind of commented, looking towards the future. Appreciate Jack and her erring on the side of caution in creating those numbers for us. But even in a cautionary, it's still very optimistic. So,
policy review finish. No report from capital improvement. Community engagement. Curriculum. Tech committee. We will be meeting with citizens advisory. All right. So there was a motion for policy review. Meeting minutes from July 14th.
Mr. President, I move the board approve the July 14, 2025 Policy Review Committee meeting minutes.
Second.
Second. Motion passes. Report for the Raytown Education Foundation.
I do. I have the August 11th, 2025 Raytown Educational Foundation Board of Trustees meeting highlights for July 30th, 2025. End of the year report. In supporting and enhancing our schools, the Raytown Educational Foundation is proud to have contributed a total of $163,255 in programs and special projects to the Raytown Quality School students and staff during the years of 2024 and 25. The breakdown goes like this: for scholarships, Rev contributed $115,744. To the youth sports scholarship, they gave $1,770. Dual credit scholarships, $8,443. Class of 2025 senior and renewable scholarships for tuition year 2025 through 2026, $100,031. A professional development scholarship, $5,500. For grants, Rev contributed $34,011. Teacher and learning grants got $26,151. Major Savers Building Grant, $5,363. For the Sender Experience Culinary Arts Institute grant was $2,497. For student recognition, Rev contributed $7,680. For special projects, Rev contributed $5,820. They were the Men of Excellence Student Leadership Conference, which received $1,116. The Sparkle Empowerment Student Leadership Conference received $1,404. Kaufman Event United in Song received $3,300. Raytown Community Pride Scholarship essay quotes were submitted, and Rep is proud to announce that 7 students received $1,000 each for scholarships that were awarded to graduating seniors from the class of 2025. The essay prompts were: why are you proud of your Raytown Quality School education? What will you remember about your academics, extracurricular activities, your adult and student friendships, and your ability to make and pursue goals? And lastly, they were asked, how has your high school experience contributed to your development as a self-confident, goal-oriented adult? That funding for Raytown Community Pride Scholarships is a partnership between Raytown Educational Foundation and the Retired School Personnel Organization. REF is now looking for a new executive director. The REF Executive Foundation Board of Trustees has already approved the executive director's job description and salary. And the job has been posted in a variety of places. So everybody's welcome to apply. All right, lastly, you can register now for REF Trivia Night of Fun on September 13, 2025. Gather a group of your smartest and most fun-loving friends and think of a clever team name for registering your group. Registration began August 7th and closes September 5th, 2025. Please arrive at 6:30 p.m. because the games start at 7 p.m. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. All right. Unfinished business. We have policy adoption. Is there a motion?
Mr. President, I move that the Board of Education adopt policies GBE, staff health and safety, and KK, visitors to district properties and events.
Second. Motion made, seconded. Your motion for the new phone system.
Mr. President, move the Board of Education accept the 5-year voice and support pricing from Allegiant for a total of $1,084,004.36. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Oh, no question. Any question? Nope. All right.
You trust Matt. A million times over.
All right, next we have Universal SEL screener and assessment.
Mr. President, I move the Board of Education approve the purchase of a universal social emotional screener and assessment. That's a Duvereau Student Strength Assessment Program for the price of $67,784 for use in grades K through 12 for the 25-26 school year.
Motion made and seconded. Any question? Dr. Douglas, I'm asking a question if you, for you. Just so you ain't got it. Yeah, that's, I want you to know, I'm good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. Motion passes. Purchase of custodial supplies, their motion.
Mr. President, I move that the Board of Education approve board supply in the amount of $213,164.74, the yearly custodial supplies.
Second. Motion made and seconded. Paper 2-ply. Motion passes. Copy paper purchase. Is there a motion?
Mr. President, I move the Board of Education approve plate paper in the amount of $67,600 for the purchase of copy paper.
It's a lot of paper.
Where does paper come from?
A lot of paper. It's a lot of. We really stuck in the question now. Did somebody second that? Second.
I got questions, Josh.
No, we ain't got no questions.
Is this color paper? What is it?
Is this that, what's the weight on that?
What's the weight? What kind of trees this paper cut from?
Tariffs.
You can tell.
Tariff paper. That's the tariffs on this paper.
Hey, let's get serious. Motion, oh no, wait, got one more. But it passed.
Canada.
And next, in new business, have this policies for information that are a result of changing the law. This is the first read. Sure the policy committee will keep us updated. Next is the approval of the consent agenda.
Mr. President, I move that the board approve the August 11, 2025 consent agenda as presented.
Motion made and seconded. Before we vote, I do want to read the donations given in this past month. We have a donation of $500 from Missouri Suicide Prevention Network for Suicide Prevention Week to RQS Student and Family Programs Department. We also have a donation of e-cards totaling $1,791.55 from Office Depot to Southwood Elementary. Once again, we greatly appreciate the support that we get from our community and the organizations, the Missouri Suicide Prevention Network and Office Depot. I'm sure that these will come to great use and they help us to achieve the goal of supporting our families and students in their achievement. Thank you so much. Do you want to move that from the?
Yeah, can I move
consent?
that from consent to the,
I guess, if, do you want to? You can, I guess it matters what we want to do. Is there something that you want to bring it to
that's fine.
vote?
I got a question. So, that has to be discussed. We can't do it.
Let's discuss. Yeah.
Okay, we're going in there.
Right here.
Take that laugh inside. Okay, so just want to, my only question I really have is, so for all sports, BSN is the only vendor that we're going to have for every single sporting uniform that we're going to provide versus, do we have another vendor? Do we get multiple vendors bids?
We did. We received two vendors through the RFP. And from those vendors, we had each of them come in and meet with all of the high school and middle school ADs and myself to provide a presentation, as well as we reviewed their bid together in advance. And then we had really robust conversation afterwards about which one will be the best for us. And we really tried to look at three things. The co-op rebate and the way that they put things together, it was just in the best interest of our district to go this way. They even had a system set up where as each school creates, or each team or activity establishes their page, how that money will be sent back to be divided and accordingly. And so it was just a much more streamlined process that BSN has. And then finally, the vendor that who'll be working in our area, it was very active. She was able to give us really in-depth information on how to make this work. She worked very well with Robert. Yes. And so if you want any specific details about that experience, they are here to tell you. I do want to say this, that I do appreciate our high school ADs. They have been wonderful in really working through this and being just a really high level thought partners in this, and they laid a lot of the groundwork to get this done. So that's.
Then my last question was rebate. Like the rebate looks amazing. So my only question is that for that rebate, is that, let's say football team, spends all that money, that's 75,000 plus the 10%. Is that money going to go towards just the football team, or that's throughout the athletic club?
So, and you all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think each activity creates their own store, and they can sell as much as they want within their own. Do we call it a store? Yeah, it's store, team store. And so, you want to take it? Come on, Robert.
So within each team store, that if the football team did sell a lot of money, they would get their own individual money back. Across the building, as we buy uniforms and different apparel and equipment, the building would also get a 10% rebate. So football would get whatever they spend at their school store, certainly back to their football team account. But just as a collective, as the building, we would certainly be getting a rebate that would be reallocated to all of our activities.
So every sports team gets their own budget. Is that what you're saying?
Through this contract, or?
Yes. Like you said, football, they spend this much, they get their own budget.
If they create a team store
Right.
to sell Raytown High School football gear, whatever proceeds that with the 10%, that would go to our Raytown High School football account that our school budget has.
But uniforms.
No. No.
Hey, so, do we need to, make this on, put the agenda for next meeting?
But-
I mean, yeah. The timing of, for the approval?
For the season.
So
Then we need to
it's the
move
same method we currently operate under. Our teams have created team stores as fundraisers in the past. Right now, we use various vendors just to kind of depending on which coach's preference. After they go do their quotes and the money that rebates from that team already gets to their school account.
Right. These are the uniforms.
Yeah, all the money that comes back from
We can move
uniforms
this.
and equipment.
Is there a motion to, move this to new business?
They need this.
Yes. If we're, so who's in favor of approving the consent agenda? I guess we could take a vote on that, and then we can say if the consent agenda is not approved, then we can move. Okay, gotcha. So we need a motion and a second to move this out of consent agenda. Or we can vote to approve the consent agenda. So seeing no motion, let's vote on the consent agenda.
President, just for clarification on here, are you asking the football team, and basketball team, and the volleyball team, everybody get a part of?
But Dr. Douglas,
Oh.
on the vote.
Um,
Yeah, well, let's vote. Yeah, yeah, we can continue. Motion passed.
Thank you, guys.
There a motion?
Mr. President, I move that the board approve of the,
Adjourn.
adjourn at 7:19.
Second. Second, motion made and seconded.
Did you ask them about convocations, making sure, did you ask them already if they wanted to go in the group? After the meeting, and then if they say yes, I need to know. On my recipe.
Mr. New. Meeting adjourned